Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change, the site where we talk about all things to do with affiliate marketing and earning money online and how we can help you fund changes to your lifestyle. So whether it be to change jobs, moving interstate like I did down to the beach, or anything like that. So the content we're talking about today is how to monetize your website content. So obviously, this is one of the most important things if you're creating a website, especially an affiliate marketing website, because that is fairly much the idea behind having it. But there are a number of things that you can do to monetize your site, and there are a number of things that you need to just be aware of as you run through that process and talk and try and work out what it is you want to do in that space. By monetize your website, we mean that you create a website, you get traffic to that website, and then you want to start to earn revenue from the visitors to your site. We've talked in a number of other videos, a number of other posts about how you are solving problems to your readers. So you write a blog post, it might be reviewing a product, it might be a how to do something, it might be a comparison of products, it could be a review, it could be anything to do with the niche that you're working in. So if you're working in fishing, I think I talk about fishing in one of the other posts, it might be about which fishing lures are best on the beach. It might be about which sewing machine's best. It might be about how to improve your golf swing. It might be how to scrapbook, anything to do with anything is what we can work on. So let's talk about monetizing our website. So we've got our website up and running. There are a few ways that we can monetize it. The main ways, obviously, that we've talked about so far is affiliate marketing. We'll also talk about advertising on your website. We'll talk about email lists, how you can also then look at sponsored posts and selling products and the like. So there's a number of different ways you can do it. They're the main ways. There are other various ways that people do make money off their sites. But here we're talking, as usual, about long-term, well-rounded processes that provide ongoing passive income, and that's where we eventually obviously want to head to, is something that can provide us income into the future. So the first one obviously is affiliate marketing. That's something we've talked about a number of times in the past. So as you start to write your site and you start to put your posts together, after building your website, we look at affiliate links. So I know we've talked about this a number of other times, but in short, affiliate marketing is where, say for example, I'm working with power tools and I want people to know which power tools are the best for cutting certain types of wood. So I will write a review, I will list all the power tools, and then at the end of each list or each power tool I've discussed, I'll put a link off to an affiliate site. I will have joined an affiliate program, maybe with Amazon or maybe with directly to the manufacturer of any particular power tool, which allows me to then, as I have links in my website, it refers the client off to them and they make the purchase through that site. That site handles the sales, that site handles the customer service, that site handles the delivery, the shipping, the whole lot. You, at the end of the day, get a commission for that sale because you're the one who's referred them from your website. So that's the first way with affiliate marketing. You can set them up on your site almost immediately. If you've joined an affiliate marketing program, some affiliate marketing programs won't allow you to join until you've got a decent amount of traffic through your site. Others will let you join straight away. Amazon, for example, will let you join immediately, but will reject you after 3 months if you haven't made any sales. So that's something to be aware of as well. However, once you've got your affiliate links, you can put them onto your website at any time. I guess the only thing obviously to be aware of is if you don't have any traffic coming to your site, then obviously it's going to take you a little while to get the links clicked on and the sales made, but at least they're there. The second one we're going to talk about is placing adverts on your site. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One is through companies like Google AdSense, and there's a couple others. Let me look here because I can't remember what the other one is. You've got Google AdSense, you've got media.net and Infolinks. What they do is you put some code into the header or into certain areas of your website. What that code does is it goes back to AdSense or Infolinks or any of those, and they will actually place ads on your website based on the behavior of the viewer that's on your site at the time. You're probably all aware of that. If you do, how many of you have done a Google search for something, and then next time you go into Facebook, all you see is ads for that particular subject or niche, and vice versa. If you search for a page on Facebook, all of a sudden your web browsers will start to show ads for that particular subject or content or product. AdSense is no different. So if I'm doing searches online for Pilates studios, I'll probably find Pilates ads on my site. You will find Pilates ads on my site because you've done those searches on your own search engine. So that's how they work. With those, you've got a couple of options. You can certainly determine how many ads you put on and where they sit within your website, but you have no control over what ads go on there. I've got a couple of other sites, and I actually noticed the other day when I looked in my site through the incognito browser that the ads were in direct competition to my own site. So you can't always control exactly what goes on there, but they're ads, and you get paid by people clicking on those ads. You get either paid by pay per click. So if I click on that ad, it takes me off to another page. I see that company, see that ad, that's what I see. Or pay per action. So that means if I click on that site and get that ad and go into that site, and then I decide to look further or download a video or download their product catalog, etc., I can earn more money based on that. Not all sites do that, but it is some other way that you can make revenue with ads. And the other way you can do it is just selling space on your site. So you can go to a company, say, right, I've got a section in my header, I've got a section in my footer, I've got a section on my my banner bars, etc. And they will send you a link that you place that ad on your site. The ad doesn't change, so it will be a specific ad that will be there the whole time. That allows you control what advertiser you have on your page, but it may not necessarily relate to every viewer that's coming to your site, which is what the AdSense and the like are trying to do. So they're the two options. You essentially allow other companies to place ads on your site, or you rent space out on your site to allow companies to place their ads on your site. Again, you're paid by clicking when the viewers click on that site. So they don't necessarily have to buy anything, and you can still make revenue from them. A couple of things to be aware of with the ads. Obviously, if you place too many, your site just it loses its aesthetic value. So it doesn't look any good if you've got too many ads on there. And also the payment for them is quite low. One of my sites, I had 200 average, it was a newer site, I had 200 viewers per month, or 200 traffic per month. I think I made about $1 a month out of it. So you're not going to make big money. I do know of people who, through Wealthy Affiliate and the like, who have very well followed YouTube channels. They make a couple of $1,000s a month. So there is the potential to make good money out of it, but obviously you need that traffic generation to get the clicks and the like as well. So it's again another thing that requires traffic. The third one there is selling your own product. So if you've got an ebook or a book or a product that you want to sell, put it on your site and sell it. Obviously, you can sell them through Marketplace. If you're a painter, you might want to just go through Etsy. If you're a fashion designer, go through Etsy or put things on Amazon or the like. Obviously, if it's on your own site, you get more of the profit, because if you put on Amazon or Etsy or whatever, they'll take a commission. Whereas if you're selling through your own site, you get that straight away. Another thing that you can do is if you've got a lot of content there, you might want to consolidate it into an ebook. And there's all the steps from one to finish. If you're doing a DIY site, for example, you might be doing something on building a deck. So you'll go from all the tools, all the processes, the whole lot, put into a nice ebook, sell it for a couple of bucks online. Even if you sell it for $2, you'd be surprised how quickly that adds up if you've got a lot of interest there. Again, you can put these on your website straight away. There's no reason, if it's something that's solid, that you can't put on your website straight away. Don't put poor quality stuff up there. Don't put a 2-page document on there and expect to sell it, because the first one you sell, they'll complain, and then your comments will go out of control with bad reviews and you'll be in trouble. So just make sure that it's all good quality content. I mean, you can put that up there at any time. Now, the next one to talk about here is about email lists. Now, email lists are another version of monetizing your site, and they're a very good way because email lists actually allow you to directly approach your readers with promotions, with products that you're talking about, with ways they can make money themselves, with all those sort of little bits and pieces of information that you get that can help you promote those sales that people may not necessarily get from your posts. Email lists are built by asking people to opt in, and that's very important. If you start just sending emails out to people some people buy email lists and then just shoot emails out to those people on those lists. That can be effective. But if you've collected a whole lot of email addresses from people who haven't agreed to it, it's actually called spamming, and it's very heavily frowned upon, for want of a better term. Make sure people are opting in, and you may need to bribe them to opt in. So you may need to, that ebook and the like we were talking about before, you may need to give that away for free. But in your payoff for giving that away for free is people are signing into your email list, which means you have a whole raft of opportunities to directly sell to them on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I mean, I'm sure you're all on email lists. I get emails daily from some people, every 2 weeks from some people, once a month from some people. Some I read, some I don't. And that will be the same with yours. I mean, I think the industry standard is about a 20% open click rate. I think that's actually quite high. But you're getting opportunities for people to purchase from you that you may not have got otherwise, because they don't have to do a search online. They don't have to try and find your site. You're actually going to them with the information. And because they've opted in, they're more willing to accept that information. Email lists are actually a must on your site. If you have a look on my Make That Sea Change site, at this particular point in time, I don't have a email list on there, which will change probably by the time you view this video. And it's an absolute must. You do need that on there. Next one there is, this one's an interesting one, and it's something that I do notice a lot of people with online businesses do eventually head into it. It's the online coaching. So for example, you've had an affiliate marketing website, you've been running it for 10 years, and you're making good money out of it, and you've been through all the ups and downs, you've learned all the tips and tricks, you know how it all runs. You might want to go into online coaching and mentoring, which means you effectively put yourself out there as a paid coach to help people run through their website. So for example, if it was affiliate marketing, you'd put yourself out there, you'd help them create their website, you'd talk them through best practices for the website layout, you'd talk to them about what posts they should be writing, what they shouldn't be writing, what tools to be doing. You'd even be talking about them about when to introduce all these monetizing tools that we've been talking about. So it's something that a lot of people do end up doing. Unless you're an expert in something now, some people set up websites for things like the stock market or creating a new business, or, if you've opened up a lot of cafes, you might create a new website now about opening cafes and the like. So that is something that you can do straight away. Otherwise, you really need to make sure that your website is solid, has the traction, has the bona fides behind it, so that people are going to be willing to pay to be coached by you. You really need to have the runs on the board, but it's a very, very good way. It's in a lot of the marketing terms, online marketing terms, they call that your high ticket items. So you might be selling a book at $10 a run. You might be having affiliate links to programs that people can sign in that'll earn you, a good couple of $1,000s a month. And then you might have your online coaching, which you have mastermind groups. I mean, the top end of town of this is, your Russell Brunsons, your Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi's, etc. Have a look at what they do. They do that coaching. They have certain levels of it. So they'll have, you might be on an online mastermind group for $47 a month. Then you might have a online group where you get live access to training, might be a couple of $100s a month, or you might be in a group where you go and sit in a room with these guys and they help you out, and that's going to cost you $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. They're your high ticket items, and that's the end game, I guess, for a lot of people. And it is a good way to make money on your site. And lastly, I want to talk about sponsored posts. This is an interesting one and a controversial one in a lot of circles. A lot of affiliate marketing mentors will tell you to steer clear of them. They're not too bad if you have a very loyal following, and that loyal following will listen to what you've written, even if it's a sponsored post. What a sponsored post is you might be approached by a certain company to write blog posts on your website that effectively talk about, basically advertise their product for them in form of a blog. So it might be, say, it might be a soft drink. You might write this whole 2,000 word post on how great this soft drink is. That's a sponsored post. It's not your own opinion. You rarely have the option in sponsored posts to say, oh, you know what, you need to be careful of it because it's soft drink, it's full of sugar, not good for kids. You can't write into that. It has to be all the positives, make you feel great. You'll look cool while drinking it. All the advertising, marketing techniques that you need to do will be in a sponsored post. A lot of people, if they're looking through your site, as soon as they see sponsored post on the top, will actually close it down because they sort of lose interest in it because they no longer feel it's your own opinion. And that's why a lot of people come to especially blogging websites, but any website. So the options are there. And some people actually try and sponsor your site, which, unless you're looking to sell your site, probably not a good idea because they essentially take your site over and they'll totally control what you write and what you don't write. So be aware of that, but there is that option out there. So that's it. That's a quick run through of ways you can monetize your site. Obviously, down below, there's the link to this post so you can have a lot more, a better look at it and see what's in there. As usual, please always subscribe below, click on the likes below, the subscribes below. Any comments, any feedback you have, please go to the post and answer the questions at the bottom. So what ways work best for you to monetize? What have you tried and hasn't worked? What have you tried and has worked? Anything we can work up this discussion, I can add to my post and we can work through this together. Okay, thanks guys. Hope you have a good day and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.